Hello, I'm David Beer. I'm president of YesterTec Design Company, and today I want to talk to you about our exclusive appliance hiding technology that we've developed so that we can actually conceal hot appliances like ovens and cooktops inside our pieces of furniture. For those who don't know, YesterTec makes alternative kitchen solutions as compared to installing built-in cabinetry. We have three lines: Kitchen Workstation Furniture, which is what you're seeing here, independent pieces of freestanding heirloom quality, because they're really nice pieces of furniture, and they're all for kitchens. And then we have Stealth Kitchen Modules. We'll talk about that in another video, as well as the mini kitchens, which are an offshoot of the workstations. They are workstations, but they're more like complete kitchens in an armoire. So today we're going to talk about this unit. I want to show you how the technology works and not a whole lot more. Okay, in order to hide the hot appliances, we had to come up with some technology and have it tested with Underwriter Labs so that it could be viable in every place in the USA and Canada. So we have UL listings for USA and Canada, and on the islands, surrounding islands that do accept UL listings. Here in this piece, we have a wall oven underneath the counter. We have a, and these are 240 power. This 240 volt power 4-burner cooktop, and up here is an over-the-range microwave. This one's a microwave convection oven. Also has an exhaust hood here as well. So how it works is this: when you can't see an appliance, power's not going to those appliances. But basically, what we found in our testing is that it's very illegal to normally have wood this close to an appliance, like a cooktop, or this close to the front of a hot oven. So we developed the technology to make it legal. What happens is, when you push these doors out of the way, they hit switches, and these switches allow these to power up so that these can be used. So now we can turn on everything and get things going. But if somebody tried to cook and close the doors, that cuts the power off. Now, the safety feature was this, okay? Probably if you bought this for your home, you'd be all fine. You really wouldn't need the safety features. Legally you do, but practically no. You'd get the doors out of the way and use it. But let's say somebody else comes in and wants to cook something all day on the stove and close the doors so that you don't see the oven above. If they did that, things could burn up because wood shouldn't be there. So that's why we do it. So it's safety for the unknown problems. Okay, now for the wall oven, these are a little different. These things, on their self-cleaning cycles, they get up to about 800 degrees. So what we found out was that if we got them up to 800 degrees, which was a test cycle for UL, and then closed the doors in front of them, the heat generated inside there between the oven and the doors was too hot for the doors. It exceeded UL standards. So what we had to do was, when the doors are back in their slots, they have to lock in place. I'll show you how that works. Now, this is a demo unit. Our controls are a demonstration one, so it'll work a little differently than the normal ones. But normally, when this oven is turned on, and we'll turn it on, we'll get it going, and you're going to hear a click here in a couple minutes, a couple seconds really. But what happens now is our doors are locked, and they're going to stay locked until this oven, with its internal cooling fans, has had a chance to cool itself off. And so we don't unlock these doors until about a half an hour after those fans have quit. So now this is a demo unit, so I'm going to turn the oven off and you will hear the click right away. We don't have the delay in the demo unit. So here we go. We're just going to clear the oven. You will hear a click. There you go. Okay, there's the click. And now these things are unlocked and you can hide them. Now, one of the great things about this is you know, we're not using our ovens all the time. Okay, so why have them sticking out? Say you have a period kind of piece like this. You're in a, you know, 18th century design style, something like that. Why look at the oven all the time? So this way, you don't have to. So that's kind of how that works. Now, the controls for these things, basically the power and the low voltage switches that are attached to the door slides go into a control box, which is kind of like a junction box. Now there's 3 of them in here, 1 for each appliance, and they're in this space, in the kick space. Okay, so when we're installing those, the electrician will pull this off, and underneath here are the three junction boxes, 1 for each appliance. I'm not going to pull them out right now, but they are fastened with a couple of screws here and here, and they're fastened to a steel angle iron. Okay, so those are the controls, and what happens is the power for each appliance comes out low. In the rough-in situation, they would come out low, and then the appliance power cords filter down to these boxes, and they are wired in there, and the low voltage wires are also wired into the control box. Now this gives you an idea of one of the control boxes. This is a oven control, and you can see here's the UL sticker. All right, this is actually the low voltage control that's coming from the switches that are located, because it's the oven control. The switches are located in the pockets, and they work with the slide. So this is the biggest one we have. It's pretty complicated in here, but you take this cover off if you're wiring it, and there's 4 knockouts here, and you would just take 1 knockout for the power from the house and the other knockout from the power to the appliance. They get wired up in here, put the cover back on, and plug in the low voltage Molex connectors. There's only one way to work, so it's flawless. You can't mess that up. And that's hooking up the oven. There's another box the same size for the cooktop, and the microwave up above. It's just a 120 volt unit, and it's about half this size. These are all modular, so if something should happen in the future to one of these things for some reason, they can be replaced. It's just a modular plug-in unit. Here's an example of one of the door locking switches, and these integrate with the slide, the door slide that goes along here, and they have, when the door slide hits a certain spot, they do the switches. And this is the low voltage Molex connector. Goes to a cable, it goes from here to here, and that's kind of how that works. So after you're all done with this, all 3 of these boxes, when you're hooking them up, would be out here, and you slide them back in, reattach the angle that holds them all together, pop this back on, and then forget about it. That's probably the last time you'll ever even look at those things. Okay, so that's how that works. Put this over here. So that's kind of what's going on with this unit. Now there are different sizes. This one's about 6 feet long. The beauty of this is when we're hiding ovens, we have to make them extra deep. So this is actually a 29-inch deep base cabinet. It's about another 1.25 inch overhang here. So it's over 30 inches deep. Normal cabinets are 25. So this makes this extra efficient in and around the place that you're actually working. What that also does is a couple of things. Makes these really efficient as well. This is another 4 inches longer, comes all the way out than a normal 2-foot deep cabinet has. And we're using the latest technologies there. Things move in and out and automatically close. The other thing it does is makes these deeper too. These are about 18 inches deep. Normal cabinets are anywhere from 11 to 12. So you get an idea of the efficiency that's going on up here as well. But we make units that are just this big, and it just has the 3 appliances in it, no storage. There's a little bit of storage up here. I don't know if you can see it. Up here there's some shelves. We built in a place behind the here for the vent to go through. In case the vent has to go through the ceiling, the vent can go out the back of this or it can go out here. So there's a space behind this shelving for that as well. So a lot of things have been worked out over the years. But you know, another unit can be a full armoire, and whereby just like our mini kitchens, we have bifold doors that open up and then pocket in, just kind of like these pockets down here. But this whole thing is covered up, so that actually covers the cooktop as well. Styling is all over the place. We do build these to order, so there's just so many styling options. All of our standard ones are in our computer, so we can price this at a moment's notice, usually right over the phone with you, to give you an idea what it costs. So in a nutshell, that's what this unit can do. We also have double oven units. You've probably seen those on our website, and many other. We have just island units that can have an oven below and a cooktop and a downdraft vent. We have, for example, if this cooktop here needed to be gas, we can still have an electric oven here, a gas cooktop, but here we can't hide a microwave oven there because we really can't control the power on the gas cooktop, so we can't really turn it off so that it's turned off and you can't have this wood that close. So what we do is we have a telescoping downdraft vent here, provides fireproofing, so you would see, and there's some pictures of this on our website, you would see a little metal band here, and that's the vent that comes out automatically, and then that protects the wood here. So there's a lot of things that we've worked out, and you can see examples of those on our website. So please do give us a call if you're interested in this, and if you need any more information about it, we'd be happy to talk to you about it. Till then, we'll see you again.